One of the things we see startup brands struggle to do is define their target market. This will determine a lot of your decision making in the process of getting your brand going. It'll determine a lot of the resources and materials you use, a lot of the social platforms that you choose to put yourself out on. For example, if you're a promo company, you're going to be buying garments that aren't that expensive to give away at events, something that's low cost. If you're a brand and you find out that your target audience is more eco-aware, you might want to choose a garment that is more ethically sourced, something you can track from start to finish. That'll be really important to them. Also help you choose how you reach your market. Social media is obviously a huge thing, and you might be on TikTok or LinkedIn. There's a really big difference between who you're reaching in those platforms. Clearly defining your target market will help you focus in on the success of your brand.
One of the biggest startup problems we see with brands or small companies that are starting out in apparel is they just don't track inventory, and that's something that's really crucial up front and will save them a lot of money in the long run. Just keeping track of what you sold that first time, what sizes you utilized, what specifically your audience and your target market is wearing, and keeping track of that will make your life easier in the future, knowing what to order and keep you from having that box of inventory sitting around in your house. An easy way to do that is just to pop all your sales into an Excel spreadsheet, and then as you continue to do new graphics and drop new releases, you can keep track of that going along all the time, so you know the minimums of what you've always sold in every size, but you also can get an average of what you've sold in every size as well. This will save you time and money in the long run and keep you from having extra inventory. Another area that we see often underutilized a lot is just simply collaboration. There's a lot of collaborative efforts that happen anymore within our society, and of course within social media. You'll see major fashion brands partnering with other smaller ones all the time. And that's one way to collaborate, of course, with also social media influencers. But another way is to collaborate with the people producing your products. They are the experts in their industry, and you can partner with them and tap into their knowledge. They can help you design or create things that you may not even know about, or help keep your costs a little bit lower. So by having a good collaborative environment with them, not only will it help you, but it can help each other if you're each taking your platforms and sharing the message of each one to each person. So
I think keeping it simple is super important, especially when you're starting off. For example, we have people come to us with multiple color designs. Keep it simple. 1 to 3 colors. It keeps costs low. You could do a lot with a 1 to 3 color design. You can use your garment for design effects, use negative space. Stick to minimums when you're starting to print. Another thing you can do is utilize specialty inks. There's a lot of really cool specialty inks out there. We've got brittle base. The design will crack apart and every garment will be unique. We've got suede or puff ink, which gives you just a fun, really cool tactile print. We've got discharge, which will be a super soft print. Reflective inks, which could be used in a variety of ways. Foil, and it goes on and on. But talk to your printer and make sure that you can collaborate on that as well.
Startups is, what platform should we use? And the answer to that is it varies a lot, and it really depends on what you're going for, what your needs are, and of course how much you have and are able to invest in it. Simple things such as fundraisers or 501c3s can start with just very basic things and free things. Of course, now we have the options within Facebook and Instagram to create stores and have products directly there to just buy from. Another good free platform that you can list up to 3 products on, really free, is a site called Big Cartel. That's another great way to start getting involved, especially if it is just a one-time thing or a fundraiser. Other sites and platforms you can start looking at as you start getting bigger there's one called Equid, but then of course one called Shopify. Those are very large platforms. Of course you have to buy into them, and they're great resources and have tons of extra apps and add-ons that can go with your stuff as well. Certainly, you can go full-blown and go to WordPress sites and things of that nature that you can link your Shopify store with, and of course, you can do almost anything then and make an entire e-tail environment that way. So those are just some basics of platforms that you can look at when starting your brand.